If you believe that this exam is too hard for you to pass, then you're always going to take a really, really slow path. You're not going to ask for help because you're not going to purchase into any resources, books, or anything like that, because there's this inherent deep belief inside that you can't get it done. So if you can't believe that you're capable of doing it, you won't. You'll find every excuse in the book not to do it. You'll use old resources. You won't get help. You'll make every excuse to not study. That's just the truth, right? So it has to start with the belief that you're capable of doing hard things. So that very much goes hand in hand with your self-talk, right? If you keep hanging out with people who say this is too hard for you, or you know how people be saying stuff like a little bit undermining what you're trying to do. One, stop telling those people what you're trying to do, right? Two, you might want to minimize the time that you're spending with them while you're trying to do something hard, because it seeps in. It really seeps in. I had a really hard time when I was wanting to move from acute care into outpatient, right? Because I wanted to become a certified hand therapist. I kept saying it. One, I say things out loud because I need to hear it, right? But what happens was I was saying it to a bunch of people who didn't believe that I could do it, right? Or maybe they did believe it, but they were jealous of the fact that I would potentially do it. So there was a lot of underhand comments like, oh, CHTs are like this. Oh, once you go into this, it's like that. Or, oh, you think you're too good to work in this setting. No, it's not that I don't think I'm too good to work in this setting. I just want something else, right? But I got a lot of backhanded types of comments, and it's hard to admit, but it can erode at your self-belief. It can erode, like, oh, maybe I can't do it. And so then you end up staying in that position longer. You don't apply for the jobs. You don't even get the resources because you sort of don't believe that you can do it. So it took me a long time. And then finally, you hit a pain spot, like, this job, I hate this, like, I hate the supervisor I'm working with. I hate the feeling of the constraint that I had within that department. Like, whatever it is for you, like, I just was hitting a wall, and that flipped the switch for me. So whatever you need to do to flip that switch, but believe it or not, it does really come down to that self-belief and that self-talk.